Hey guys, Greg here with Quantum Phaser TV, and I am back after a 2-week bout with the flu. Still going on a little bit, still recovering, but I'm well enough to get back to filming. And as you can see, I've got my studio set up finally. So installed some track lighting overhead. I've got 5 floodlights putting out almost 400 watts of light from the top. And I've got these 2 parabolic umbrellas in the front, so I've got like 7 lights in my face. So this is a truly strange experience, but on the pretest it did look good on camera. We're being filmed in 4K using the Lumix FZ80 in a studio tripod setting. So for those of you interested in that camera, this is the studio use. I did field a few questions from a couple of you guys regarding that unboxing. And I haven't done too much with the camera yet. Obviously I've been sick and just had a lot of stuff going on through Christmas. So at this point we're going to be getting a little bit more into that camera. So this is the first chance I've had to use it. Right now we are using the open air microphone. And in the test I'm finding it to be a little bit echoey. Even though the microphone is only about 3 feet from me, the camera's right in front of me with the setup, and this is probably the most ideal setup that you can use this camera in to test the audio. And basically this is what it sounds like, so if you're wondering what the internal audio is. But this first unboxing that we're going to be doing, and there's a lot of unboxings coming, so you're going to want to hit that subscribe button because the channel is going to get ready to spin up very soon. We've got the ICD-PX470 digital recorder, and I'm going to be pairing it with a PowerDeWise, oops, had the box the wrong way, standard 3.5 jack lapel mic. This is the holy grail solution at the moment to all the audio problems that I was having. If you watched my pilot's test series of the Come Fly With Me videos, you noticed that the audio was terrible. Now, mainly for the reason that I think that my smartphone is just not good enough to handle the audio feed as well as flying the drone, running that software. I think the audio cuts out for that reason because I've heard other YouTubers use that same setup and they have no audio issues. So it's probably my phone, but at the same time this will solve that issue. The plan is to use the lapel mic with the recorder and basically use that as the audio, and this will create a separate audio track for me. And you might ask, well, you could always use your smartphone with a voice app, but usually the smartphone is tied up with other things. So I wanted a separate device that could be used to record. I went with Sony, traditionally a decent brand name. There's a lot of strange brand names out there on Amazon and wherever you're looking for one of these. This particular unit was just about $45, and the microphone, if I remember correctly, was about $22. So all in all, under $75 solution to that problem. So we're going to be doing the unboxing, and also about halfway through the video or whenever we're done with the unboxing, I'm going to switch the audio over to using this as a option, just to see how this performs in a studio setting. And if I'm right, even in this setting, I think it will produce a much richer sound. So we've got the picture, we've got the studio setup. Let's see if we can improve that sound. And this will be, of course, invaluable once I start going out into the field. So let's go ahead and start with the more interesting of the two. This would be the recorder itself. It comes on board with 4 gigabytes of memory. Now, I don't know how many hours. Well, actually, it says it right on here. 159 hours, probably in the lowest audio setting, but either way, you have many, many hours of recording, probably even at the highest setting. So I doubt I'll be putting a memory card in this, but it does accept a 32 gigabyte card. And I happen to have a few of those laying around because now that I'm filming in 4K, the slow 32 gigabyte cards that I have are really no value, so at least I can use one up in this. So let's get right to the unboxing. And in the future, I will be adding a second cam or B camera roll where you can see the desktop view as we can zoom in on it. But this is, let's call this Studio 1.0 for now. Alright. So you got your standard plastic packaging. We can toss that aside, and it comes in what we used to call back in the day a blister pack. The back is a manual, which I will give a quick glance through before we get to the second part of this video, just to make sure we have this hooked up right. And looks like they were nice enough to include batteries. So we have the recorder, and in here a pair of nice Sony batteries. This comes with it. So this will be enough to get started. Principal features, we can go ahead and remove that little sticker off of it. The main thing that I liked about this, when I chose it, besides I wanted to go with the brand name, is one, direct connection to the computer. So when I'm done recording, just flick a switch on it and the USB comes right out, and you can insert the entire recorder right into the computer. So no cables to hook up, nothing to lose, nothing to carry with you. And the other thing that I did like is the fact that it is not rechargeable, believe it or not. Although you would consider it desirable to have an onboard battery, I find it a little bit better to have some alkalines, or you could always have these rechargeable, but the point being that this could be ready to go at a moment's notice. So if the battery happens to be dead, just grab a pack of these, slap it in there, you're good to go. You know, that's one option. Now, you could always go with the internal battery, but other problem with that is, since it is a internal battery that's non-serviceable, once it reaches the end of its life, the recorder's pretty much out. But either way, for about $50, I think this is going to work out pretty well, so we're going to test it. So we'll just put that down here for now. And let's see the mic. The microphone is by PowerDeWise. In case you're wondering, it's considered a lavalier or lavalier microphone or lapel mic. Looks like it comes in a nice little carry case. Don't know what that is. We'll look at that later, but it has like a nice little zippered pouch. Wasn't expecting that, but it's kind of nice that it has its own storage, and it looks like a very long cord. So that's actually quite good. Let's see. And this is interesting. I had purchased a little adapter. I wasn't sure what kind of output this would have, but it looks like by the fact that you have the multiple bars here, I'm guessing that this is a stereo mic somehow, perhaps. I'll have to look in there, but either way, it is not a mono plug. So we'll have to find out what kind of plug this thing uses. And I probably won't be needing this, but it was worth $2 just in case I did. And we'll have to find out whether or not the microphone input on this is stereo, because that is one thing I forgot to mention, that this does have onboard stereo mics. But of course we're going to be using this with the clip-on style. This is actually kind of nice. It's actually Velcro, so it's not, you can actually keep that on there and reuse it to rebundle it. And you just pull it on out. And we're going to wind up just clipping it on and attaching it like that. So, this is the first part of the video, so give me a sec to have a look at the materials, and we're going to jump right into this and see what the audio is in comparison. Stay tuned. Alright, and we're back. So this is now the sound heard through the Sony recorder as captured by the lapel mic. And it is, I think, a much richer sound, so definitely improves it from the acoustic mic that's about 3 feet away. The recorder itself was pretty much a snap to set up. Just pop the batteries in, set the date and time, and you are good to go. The stock recording format, or the one it's set to by default, is 192 kilobytes per second, which is its highest quality. And in that MP3 format, it can record up to 40 hours. So I don't really see the need for putting a card into this at this point, since most of the videos I record are short, and I doubt I'd be needing more than an hour or two recording at a time before I'm able to upload. So, but good to know that you can expand the memory just in case you need it. So we have that, and the adapter was needed that came with it. So at first there was no audio recording, but once you installed the adapter, it picked up the mic just fine. And in addition, I discovered in the bag a extension cord. So that's just a Velcro. And this would give you, I think, another 5 or 6 feet of reach. Once you attach it to this, your total distance should be at least 6-7 feet. So it would give you a chance to hook this up directly to a camera if it had a recording input jack. Now this camera does not, and this recorder is also a good bypass for any camera that doesn't have a onboard recording jack. So it lets you get separate audio. And if you were outside, to be honest, with the wind noise and everything going on, it's probably better to have your recording right close to you as it is right now. And also includes a couple of extra windscreens. So not a bad deal for 22 bucks. The recorder also has a hold feature, which I've seen before on Sony products. Basically that means that once that's pressed, the buttons are disabled, so you can put this away in your pocket and all that's visible is the microphone. So makes for easy YouTubing. So that's it for this episode of unboxing. Thanks for watching, and I've got a whole bunch more stuff coming up, and we're going to get the channel going again after the 2-week hiatus. So hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next episode.